Good morning, Loveland. I'm Mike Meldon, and this is your Loveland Weekly Podcast, brought to you by Gina Dubell-Smith, eXp Realty, and Stone Pillar Farms. Now, we're recording in a new location at the fence company here in Loveland, and you may hear some cars go by as I do my interview or this and that. It's because it's a little warm and I have the windows open, so please pardon the sound. Now, I'm sure you've heard of Loveland Valentine Ladies, but do you know the history of the designation? I had the pleasure of speaking to my friend and current Valentine Lady, Donna Barnes, with another friend and Valentine Lady, Kate Bolin, to find out more about this unique and special group here in Loveland. Today is Monday, July 24th, 2023. Today we have Donna and Kay, both Loveland Valentine Ladies with us. And for those of you that don't know, they're going to explain to us what a Valentine Lady is and what Loveland Valentine Lady program is all about, or club. Is it a club? No? How would you explain it?
It's more of a program, I think.
Yes.
A program?
Yeah, I think
And a distinction.
And a distinction.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
I think that's a good
yeah,
way to put it.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So explain, what is it? What is this distinction all about?
Okay, a Valentine Lady is a woman who has distinguished herself by her involvement and commitment within the community.
And you are nominated usually by previous Valentine ladies, sometimes by a member of the community, I think, too.
Yeah, they're part of that committee.
Right.
Mhm.
And then you're voted upon and chosen, and you find out afterwards. So it's kind of...
And it's quite an honor.
It's quite
It's
an honor.
just to be nominated is an honor, but to be selected as a Valentine Lady is just unbelievable, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
I was literally moved to tears
Yeah.
because I looked around at this community of women who have all been such a gift to Loveland.
Yeah.
In one way or another, in many ways.
It's
usually.
amazing
Yeah.
that we're here. This is great.
So what is the history of the designation?
Dr. Roland Boyke, in 1972, he actually implemented the program and coined the phrase, "There is nothing in this world so sweet as love." Now that phrase is on everything that is related to the Valentine Lady program.
Okay.
And it is a very sweet saying.
Yeah.
And we'll discuss later about the card
Right.
that's always used on. But so in 72, Dr. Boyke, he implemented the program. And his secretary at the time, a lady by the name of Doris Feaster, she stamped for him. She volunteered to take the cards home, and she would stamp them every night on her kitchen table or whatever it was. And then she did that until 88, at which time her daughter Ruth picked up the stamping of the cards, and then in 1989 it became an official chamber program.
Oh, wow.
And that's when the chamber picked it up and just kind of fine-tuned the program, and also initiated the fact that there'd be one Valentine Lady voted and nominated every year. And then each year there'd be a new Valentine Lady, but it's kind of like being a Marine. Once you're a Valentine Lady,
You're
you
there.
are always a Valentine Lady.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
That is so. Tell us a little bit about the cards. What were you going to say about the cards?
Well, each year we have a different design, and it's a contest, and people in the community submit drawings or artwork for the card, and one of them is chosen. And sometimes it's a young person from grade school, elementary school.
Right.
Sometimes it's an adult. Sometimes it's an artist, and sometimes it's just an amateur. But it's whatever they feel depicts the
Loveland.
Loveland and the sentiment behind that. And we sell the Valentine cards as a little bit of a fundraising event to fund what little programming we officially do. And it's just kind of a fun thing. So we sell thousands, I think.
Thousands, yeah.
Thousands
Yeah.
of Valentine cards every year.
Yeah.
And also, you can bring your own Valentine cards into the post office. We have Valentine Ladies on duty through the first half of February at the post office to stamp the outside of the envelope of your card before you send it
Oh,
off.
that's cool.
And then it also gets the Loveland, Ohio postmark. So
The hand stamped
Yeah.
postmark with
Yeah.
it. And this year we hand stamped 2,600 cards.
Wow.
They were mailed to 46 states plus Washington D.C., 5 other countries, and the Army and Fleet post offices.
Oh, that's so
that
cool.
was pretty major. And one interesting fact that Pat Furter was telling me just the other day, that during Desert Storm, okay, which I think was like 1990.
Right,
something
91, 90, yeah, something like that, yeah.
Okay. We actually mailed over 25,000
That's amazing.
cards during the Desert Storm.
probably
The Gulf
most of them
War,
to the
yeah.
military,
Yeah.
Yeah,
right?
I'm sure.
Most of
I'm
them.
sure it
Yeah.
was. Yeah.
That would account for the difference in what you
Exactly,
write. Yeah.
because that just shows Americans, what we do, and Loveland is included for sure in that.
Yes.
But we do get them from all states
Yep.
for us. We get packages where people have sent them from Oklahoma or
Yes,
wherever.
people mail their cards here
Just to
have
get them
us
stamped.
stamp them
Yeah.
to send them on.
That's
so
very
that
cool.
they have that postmark and that.
Yeah,
and that.
so they come from Oklahoma and they're mailed back to Oklahoma. But it's just a neat.
That is
it's
neat.
a very neat.
And I think a lot of people
tradition.
don't realize that.
Yeah,
That's
it's
so
a
cool.
Loveland tradition, and it's really become. There's the same people, a lot of the same families come every year because that's what they do.
Right, and a lot of people send a lot of Valentine's.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
But
So-
it's been over 50 years that it's been going on.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
kind of cool.
Yeah, 'cause
Very cool.
You're Valentine Lady number 34.
Uh-huh.
So, and that would be since '89 because that's when the
Doris and Ruth
chamber.
had it
Yeah,
before that,
right.
doing
yeah.
it year after year, and then it
Gotcha.
became
Yeah.
sort of a
and I'm
community.
29, I think, and
Yeah.
I wish.
29.
29.
Right.
I'd be content with
Yeah,
34.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
So, do you have any duties as you are now this year's Valentine Lady?
Yes.
Do you have duties throughout the year that you have to do?
Yes, mainly in the first half of February. Actually, from the end of January through Valentine's Day is the main thrust of it. And we get to go into all of the Loveland schools, the private schools and the public schools, and talk to all of the preschoolers through fourth grade actually. And get to go into every classroom and talk about a topic of our choice.
That's
Exactly.
so cool. Right.
And my choice this year was something that I've become really
Yes.
passionate about, and that is pollinator gardening and
Yes.
planting
I love
native
that.
plants that support our declining population of pollinators.
Yep. That's what we know little something about, and we appreciate all your support, definitely.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So, how is there a website? Is there?
Yes.
There is a website.
There
okay.
is a website, or actually a Facebook
A
page.
Facebook.
A Facebook page. Okay. I was going to say, how do people? I know you guys nominate for somebody that's going to be for next year or whatever, and these people are already doing a lot of stuff for the community. But I think there's people out there that, I know me for so long. It took me something going on with local politics to get involved in Loveland community, and then as I met people and realized, wow, what this community offers as far as the people that are involved
Yes.
and are willing to help lift everybody else out and be a part of it, which is, and then you just want to be involved more and be involved in everything.
Right.
And so
Absolutely.
this is for people like me or a lot of people out there that just haven't taken that step forward, and obviously may not be a Valentine Lady next year or the year after. What would you, both people that are very involved in Loveland, how would you recommend somebody going about
Nominating someone?
not even nominated, not even as a Valentine Lady yet, but just becoming somebody that could someday become a Valentine Lady, getting involved in Loveland? What would be what aspects or how would you say they would start?
Oh, wow.
Well, the city website, I think.
The city and the chamber.
Yeah,
I
the
think
chamber
is,
website, definitely.
definitely.
Always opportunities for volunteerism. And the Loveland Farmers Market.
Yeah.
We always need volunteers. So it's just looking at what you're interested in doing in your spare time, or what captures your interest or your passion.
Right.
And then finding some way to help with that. The chamber would be a good resource
Yeah.
if you just have no idea.
And I
Yeah.
think once you get involved, because for me, my first involvement with Loveland was with the Loveland Stage Company,
Okay.
the theater. And it did not take long at all before every other nonprofit in Loveland was contacting
Sure.
me.
Right.
So I think they really just need one well-known something, if it's
Yeah.
a chamber or the stage company or somebody that needs the farmer's market. You know, they need volunteers, but they're always seeing people all the time.
Right.
And getting their face out there.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is, and it's a small, powerful group,
It
and we
is.
trickle people coming in all the time. But man, once you become a part of it, it for me especially makes me want to work harder and work more, because
Yeah.
you want to live up to what everybody else is doing.
Absolutely. And that competitiveness just
It
comes
is
out.
competitive, and it just, I think
And-
it's
and
what
fall
makes
in love.
Loveland so different.
Right.
You know why I do this podcast? You know, I didn't grow up here. I moved here almost over 20 years ago now.
Okay.
But I haven't been felt like a part of the community until you just dip your foot in there, and then wow, you're welcomed, and you see
Right.
that this is run by a lot of good people with their hearts in the right place.
It is, and it's wonderful, and it just really warms the heart with the
Yes.
people that live here and that just give their time and energy.
Yeah, it's very impressive, and it's something that you're not going to see anywhere else.
Right.
You don't. We're so lucky to have the people we have in this community, number one, but to have the recognition and the spirit that goes along with it is just
Right.
just
People ask me all the time, would you ever consider living anywhere else? And I say, I can't even imagine
No.
it.
Me
you know?
neither.
I can't,
Neither.
because I've lived in a lot of places, and most of them around Greater Cincinnati, but this is the first place I experienced community like this.
Yes.
And Tim
it's,
and
it's invaluable. It's just,
It
you
is.
can't even.
you can. Yeah, Tim and I've traveled a lot, and we've looked around too, and there's just nothing compares. It's-
Totally agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, to schedule a Valentine Lady visit at your school, business, or organization, call the Chamber at 513-683-1544. Looking ahead in Loveland. Whistle Stop Clayworks Outdoor Art Show is happening Saturday, September 2nd from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. You'll be able to browse more than 60 local artists, sip a cool beverage, and have a bite to eat. You can browse pottery, paintings, fiber art, wood crafts, photographs, sculptures, and much, much more. The event showcases Loveland High School art students, and we will be raising money for the Grail and Love Our Land. Plan to stop out and enjoy the activities and do some shopping. Free admission and parking. And if you have events you would like me to remind people about, please reach out to Mike at lovelandpod.com. We have something truly special here in Loveland. Thank you for listening, and have a great week. This episode was produced and engineered by On Brand Studios and recorded at the Fence Company in Loveland. Locally owned and operated since